Well, hello, welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome.
For those of you on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't yet, click the like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If you're joining us on Twitch, we're back in 5 minutes that we've been gone. And if it's on YouTube, it's been a couple days, but thanks for your patience. I'm going to do something I didn't do last time. I'm going to introduce our tavern goers because I was so excited to get into the action. We have Mr. Mark.
Hello, D&D.
Yeah, hello, Lisa.
Hi.
Hello, Lisa. We have Calvin.
D&D.
We have Saren. And of course, my name is Grimm for all intents and purposes, and we're going to get into this next episode, which left off with you guys meeting the Artificer Neumann.
And me getting hit for no reason.
Yes. You left off right when the battle was about to start. You guys brought Alex Strauss's body to Neumann, the Artificer, who is kind of in charge of operations in the main animatronics building for the name of the place.
Cogsbrook.
Thank you, Cogsbrook. And after doing so, you guys went around, did some shopping, found some interesting weapons, and one gentleman... Chainsword. One interesting gentleman who seems to recognize you guys, seems to have an ear to the ground for this sort of thing, and he's heard some rumors that you guys are the ones that are supposed to be saving the world, as you haven't made that too quiet.
Normally you say, who's asking, when they go, you guys are the ones destined to overthrow that tyrant guy? Oh, okay. Who are you?
Yeah, as the guy as Victor owes a lot of money to a lot of people, he knows about the discover who you're talking to before you give your answers.
I was trying to discover what he was on about exactly. Does he understand what the pages are and the book is?
Right. Now, before we get into this, he knocked on the window. You came outside. And he drew his sword pretty much, a second or so after kind of getting the answer he was looking for. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Give me all of your ACs. Mark, what's your AC?
As I am right now?
As you will be as this guy kicks your ass.
Well, right now it's 14, but that will change.
When it does, let me know. Calvin, what's yours?
14.
Okay, Lisa, what's yours?
17.
Ooh. And... Carrie, what is
With the new armor, 20 plus 2 of my shield. So 22
20.
when it's fully.
Nice.
And if you think I would have been more cautious, maybe have the shield out when I was talking to him, but...
No, you were in a pastry shop, so we're going to say 20.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get it out on a different turn, you can do that. But you got to let me know, because we're going to be doing this a little bit differently.
Absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, as he reaches in, I already rolled, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So... Okay, so yeah, as he reaches for his sidearm, so to speak, not really, his blade, he unsheaths it, and all you see is a very thin, almost glowing blade, as it's unsheathed in this reddish hue, kind of breaks the crack line, kind of spilling out, and as he pulls it out, the glow seems to stop as soon as it exits the sheath completely, and he takes a swing at it.
Oh god, is it like my glow? Where he has +4 to attack
I don't know. You don't know anything.
Oh god. Oh god. Positive energy.
So as he takes it and swings it, he actually very controlled with the way that he does it. He graces it just gently along your jawline, right before the tip of the helmet breaks down, and just slices just along where the bone hits, not cutting any arteries or anything like that. He does you 12 damage as blood starts to kind of drip out a little bit. And he holds his blade up, puts his fingers around it carefully, and just takes the blood off.
It's messing up.
You are not ready to defend this world.
What?
And you can roll initiative, or he can attack again.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Well, then roll initiative. Let's see how this goes.
13.
Now, just her, or he sees it, she's looking in that direction. Do I roll, or only these?
So you stayed inside, and you were going based on passive. Now, he did knock to get people's attention twice. The second time brought Saren outside.
Cool, so we're all...
Your character, I would imagine, especially being in a new environment, even if you are distracted, a couple knocks by a stranger on a piece of glass is probably going to be enough to get your attention.
Yeah. Okay,
So I got 13.
Yes. So you'd be inside the shop at this point as you look through the window to see what's going on. As Carrie gets a little slice, I'm assuming will quickly make your way out there. What's everyone's initiative?
22.
22 for Mark.
13.
13 for you.
13.
13. Calvin?
5.
So it goes Mark first. Okay. So it goes to Mark at the top with 22.
Nice. So I see this stranger just straight up attacking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry there.
About 20, 30 feet away from you or so. Yeah.
I'll say, hey! And then, hey! It's like turned into a big song as I'm doing a bonus action blade song. And yeah. Exactly. Just reverberates from me as I twirl and make my way to him. You know, a couple cartwheels on the way.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And actually, before I even move, I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I'm super duper fast. Now my speed's 100.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That sounds a little ridiculous, but I'll allow it.
So, can I get to him with 100? No?
You were literally
tough.
standing right next
I
to
go
him.
through
You
him.
can do it. You can do it. All right, Mark. You get to him with
Can it be like
100.
the scene on The Boys where I
Yeah.
just like blow him up as I run through him?
No, but you can get real close. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I just charge him, rev up the chain blade as I go.
Yep.
With my extra attack I get from the haste, I'm just going to
Make your
try
attack.
to go right through him.
So it's a bonus to blade song, action
To haste.
to haste, which
Yeah.
gives you that
an extra
thing
Which
right
is for
away.
a single attack.
Woo!
Yeah.
Which is what I will do.
Wombo combo.
Love haste.
I know, right?
It's the only thing good about Moira in Mark's campaign.
Okay, 250 is That is a 18. to
No.
hit.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Yeah, as you go through, he moves just slightly, and you catch the fabric of this innate kind of red and gold, very oriental-looking vest. As the vest gets caught in the chains, and you start to tear up the fabric, but pull away to realize you didn't quite catch flesh. You were real close, but you didn't quite get it. As he looks towards you, and he goes,
You will fall first.
Who are you? Hey!
Whoa.
all right, at this
Right.
point,
The window shattered.
yeah, and at this point, it goes to the gentleman standing there.
By the way, my AC is now 19.
19, thank you, sir. So as he turns towards you, he looks at the blood on his fingers from Carrie and the spot that he wiped on his blade, and without really seeming like he's gearing up for a swing or putting any momentum behind it, he just moves the hand forward with the blade pointed towards you and goes right for the neck.
Oh, it doesn't do damage though, or did you take damage?
I did.
You
I
took damage,
12,
took 12
yeah.
points of damage as blood started to come out of the helmet.
I missed it.
26. Okay, so that hits. So
It's me.
it hits you. So as he slices forward with the blade, what's 8 plus 7?
15.
Thank you. So you take 15 damage as he slices basically just along where your shoulder meets your neck. He doesn't quite catch the neck or any arteries, but he puts it, and you can see there's some blood dripping down your arm.
What did he roll to hit me?
You
Oh,
don't
he hit me?
know.
I would
He
have cast
hits you.
shield then, because I don't know.
Okay,
Good on you.
That
so that's plus 5.
plus 5, so it'd be
24.
24.
Still hits you.
That's an honest play though.
Out of
Yep.
spell.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it this way, because I know you have shield, and I just want to make sure that this goes down in a way
Okay.
that makes sense.
Wow.
So,
Holy crap.
yeah, as you start to bleed from your shoulder,
I'm not supposed to get hit.
You will fall first.
and
I think you're right.
then it goes to, this is a tie between Lisa and Saren. Who has the higher initiative?
I have 0.
Okay, so Saren goes last. Lisa, go for it.
Okay. I will stand a good 30 feet away from him,
Oh, okay.
and I will just kind of utter. Why did the necromancer open a bakery? So he could raise the unbred.
Oh, what does he roll for that? Oh.
It's a wisdom
Wisdom
save 13.
I
I
mean,
missed those.
yeah, he passes. He's okay.
Oh.
That was very good.
I am very good at jokes.
Ah, yes. Your friends are very good at bleeding.
They might be. I don't know them very well.
And it goes to Saren. Is that everything for you? Or did you want to do anything with a bonus?
I will hide. hide.
As he's looking at you, I see. Okay.
Hop over the counter, hide behind there so he doesn't know where you're
Yeah,
shooting
so
I'm
you
gone.
walked out. So you would have walked outside about 30 feet from him. That would have taken your movement to get there, right? Because as you exit the door and then move away from him, that would be your movement. Action was to tell the joke, and then what's your bonus? To hide?
Yes.
Okay, so you're kind of in the middle of the street at this point. Because you guys walked out of the shop, right?
Oh, did we? I thought she was inside the shop, kind of
No.
seeing him through the. Oh, we
No,
walked
so
out.
let me back up. So he knocked on the glass twice. Saren said she comes
I
outside.
came out.
Gotcha.
I just
And
kind
when
of
she
thought I
came
was
up-
at the doorway.
And then I mentioned to you that through the glass you would see Saren be cut as your initiative would take place as
Gotcha.
you're moving out. So, yeah, so you are outside on the street at this point. He is fighting you in the street. So there are some carts and stuff. Carts
Even R1, yeah.
moving by and things
Yes, I
like
gotta do a
that.
concentration
But there's
check
not
for that.
really like
Oh,
a thing you can hide behind while he's looking at you. You could try to do it at disadvantage if you want to be tricky about it. Hop behind one of those horseless carts. See
Yeah.
if you can do one of those.
Let's do that.
Any attempt is better than none.
Absolutely.
15, 16, yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Pass my
Sorry.
concentration.
Stealth at disadvantage.
Both. Right. Makes sense. 18.
Okay, so he still sees you.
Did you know the concentration check because of the comment?
No, actually, I didn't.
Someone's policing you there.
Nice.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Jesus.
Oh, of course it's a hard
Thanks,
no.
Patricia.
It's only a semi.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So, I'm sorry. What happened there? We were doing a thing? We got distracted by the
I
hard nose.
tried to.
Went outside,
hide
haste,
for-
did hide. Right. You don't
for
really know,
18.
though, if he sees you or not, but you hid, and you think you did a pretty good job of it, too. With an 18, you're like, I think I did alright. And then it goes to Saren.
Okay, I am going to grab out my greatsword and channel divinity for a sacred weapon. And then I'm going to, as my bonus action, cast sanctuary on Zarek,
Nice.
and until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack. And it doesn't work on like things like fireball, so that can still like affect it because it's an
'Cause it's
explosion.
an area
If
of
it's an
effect.
explosion, yeah.
Area
And
of effect.
also,
Okay.
And also, if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell, or affects an enemy, it deals damage to another creature. This spell ends. So you can't make any attacks. Just for
well,
lore.
he can,
Yeah,
but if he does,
but then it
you've just
stops.
burned a spell
So
slot.
Sanctuary is essentially defense, not offense. If you try to take an offensive posture with it, it won't
Yes.
work anymore.
Just because you took
Gotcha.
a lot of damage,
Gotcha.
and it's a bonus for me, so it's not like you
Yeah.
really
Also,
using
Mark,
too much.
if it is a concentration, do a check for it.
You already did.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, did you?
passed, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Passed?
why you're so good on it.
Wonderful.
And
Cool.
then I'm just
was,
gonna hold my
20.
great sword with it shining in my hands,
Yeah.
and try and be as angry and like, ruthless as I can.
Yeah.
And it's like, who the hell are you? And why do you think that I am not good enough? Clearly I'm good enough.
As he looks at the dried blood from your chin on his fingers that he wiped off his blade, he goes,
Clearly you are not good enough. If you were good enough, this would not be your blood.
That was a lucky shot.
Or was that a lucky shot too?
as he points to his friend.
Lucky
Not
shot.
He's not as strong.
Oh, I see.
So
Who
he
are you?
puts his blade back, and you can see as soon as it starts to make contact, it glows this red. As it gets further in, the red becomes more and more vibrant, the light escaping until it just gets corked by the sword.
Let's find out just how lucky you are.
And he's just standing there.
Take your swing.
I can't. It's an action to cast Sacred Weapon. So I'm just standing there for until you go and then.
In that case, it goes back to Mark with the
Yeah.
22.
Oh no! Whoop.
Oh, Calvin. My apologies, Calvin. You're the bottom of the order. I have... My apologies. Go ahead.
Gotcha. So, as she's in the doorway and then she runs into the street trying to get behind the cart, I'm just going to stand in the doorway. I don't really listen to what he's saying as he's standing in front of her. I'm going to bonus action to Hex, and then I'm going to lift up the vial and just have more tendrils of ink than before
Yep.
come out at this guy.
Nice.
So Hex is going to affect him. I am going to make it so that any of his Constitution-based saves are going to happen at a disadvantage.
Good. Okay.
And then I'm...
Remind me of that, please. But
Yep.
yes. Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack him with 2 Eldritch Blasts. So the first one,
Okay.
that is a 15 plus 7.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a 22 total. So that one's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So it's a D10 plus 4 plus a D6 because of Hex. Then I'm going to use my Maddening Hex, which is an Eldritch Invocation that I picked up for level 5. And I'm going to automatically pulse in some... Oh, no, I can't because that's a bonus action. Never mind. And I already used that, so instead I do 4 plus 4. I'm going to do 8 force damage,
Nice.
6 necrotic damage, and 2 bludgeoning damage
Nice.
with the first shot. Then I'll do the
Nice.
second shot. 11 plus 7, 18.
Oh,
No. All right.
So close. As you deal that first bombardment of damage and different types, you can see a little bit of a smile just come up in the corner, and as you go for that second attack, he just does one of those and just moves just slightly, and the other side starts to get shredded and ripped apart as these tentacles start to come towards it. It was the tentacles that you were using, right?
Yeah.
For both? Yeah, it's trying to, and it's ripping away at the
Yeah.
fabric, but it's not, you didn't quite get him with the second one, but you got him with the first one. He looks oddly happy that you got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at him before passing my turn and say, if you're playing games, you're going to have to stop. You don't play games with my carry. And that's where I'll end it.
Okay, and then it goes back to the top of the order with Mark. Alright, Mr. Mark, what you doing? You're a little cut up,
This guy looks fine.
a little angry, a lot of handsome though. Yeah, he looks alright. He looks like he's in a good mood.
You got me good.
I didn't get you good.
But maybe you are the one. I'll cast mirror image and then 3 more versions of myself's gonna pop out.
Nice.
If your mirror images attack him, does that count as like
Nice.
you attack
And
him?
yeah, as you cast mirror image this time, it feels a little different. You can usually you can see through your own BS, like you cast them yourself, you know what's going on. But as you look at them, they almost look more real to you. Like a mother telling apart her twins, suddenly can't tell apart her twins. There's that moment of like,
Am I the image?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I cast them, they swirl around me,
Yeah.
we're just dancing like
Now,
crazy.
can you cast that while having haste?
I can.
You
yeah.
can? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a concentration spell, just
Okay.
the haste is. And then, as my second action, I'm going to, we're all just gonna swing with our chainsaw blades.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, since they are more corporeal than usual, no, okay.
That would be crazy.
You're not getting 4 attacks. So for those of you watching at home, the rules that I imparted onto Mark for this new thing is they can move, I think, 5 or 10 pounds, kind of like a mage hand, and they can move up to 10 feet away from him without having to mirror him exactly. So he can move them around corners, be strategic with them, use them as role play elements
Really
or as
cool.
offensive stuff.
So
We get an
cool.
18.
Again, they all start digging in as this. It doesn't even seem like he's trying to be particularly flamboyant or cool
I'm
about
putting
it.
so much effort into it.
You're sweating, and he's just, very much so. He seems like he's not putting in a whole lot of effort as you're just,
Hi.
Muhammad
yeah.
Ali over here.
Yeah. So
Sanctuary
nothing's hitting,
pops.
and that's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
that's your
That's okay.
action
Did
and
you
your
burn this
volume
Yeah.
movement or anything like
Oh,
that.
yes.
Nope.
You're the only
I
one
just
close to him at
Yeah,
this
I'm
point.
just gonna
Well,
stay there.
yeah. Okay.
That's
I'm
it.
good.
Well,
So you
yeah,
carry and Calvin are
I'm
close.
actually kind of startled by how good this guy
Yeah,
is.
Lisa's 30 feet back. Everyone else is pretty close.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step up onto the roof. 30 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah, the roof of one of the shops. Pardon me, yeah. We're alive. But yeah, you can definitely do that. So yeah, as you start swinging out into preview,
Catch my breath
what
out
now? Do the forms of you? They I'm assuming
all come
appear
from me,
right.
yeah.
So within 10 feet of you is all they can move. So as you move, they disappear as well. Again, can't really tell which one was the first one out, but they all disappear, and
They don't stay with
oh,
me.
they do.
Okay.
You moved, right? You disappeared yourself up to the top of the
Yeah,
roof.
yeah.
They
guy-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
they
tell.
just stick with me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you disappear out of sight. Are you guys gonna try to keep an eye on where he went?
No.
No. Okay, he's gone then. You don't
knows
know
what he's
where he
about.
went necessarily. Okay. Cool. So then it goes
I
to
know.
the
He's okay.
go to the guy. I think. Yeah, he's gonna look at Carrie,
If you don't want to take your best shot, maybe I'll show you what I can do if I take away the tools of my people.
Give it your best shot.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, I know. I asked him. He didn't say. You wouldn't tell me.
Okay, so he takes 3 swings at you.
Oh.
2 of them connect.
Oh God.
And it doesn't even feel like you've been hit by a hand. The density is off. It feels solid. Like just the sheer muscle mass needed to create something that hard and firm seems very surprising as he connects with the helmet. And even through that, you can feel this buckle and this as this loud crack comes. Oh, there. It is. Let's just find out what this is, as you told him
Big
not
Z.
to hold back.
You a healer? It's so bad.
I mean, maybe. Hurt really bad?
Sorry, I'm not getting that.
No, I'm
He's got
just
his
scared of the
illusions
amount
up now
of.
anyway.
I'm scared of the amount of dice you're rolling.
That's a lot of dice.
So you take 42 damage. Kunk, as this crack and this echo through the streets reverberating off of all of these glass and hard surfaces that you guys aren't used to. Even the dirt on the road is now very firm, dense bricks. There is no soft, absorbent surfaces as this hand connects with this metal helmet and reverberating through the... And with the third hand, he misses, but he only misses because she's on her way down. As he just... And he turns to you as he looks up.
How do you see me?
I thought you would be the first to fall, but she was more cocky than you.
Yeah. Who are you?
I am the man you need to impress if you wish to achieve your goal.
Well, I'm impressed.
I am not.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If you cannot defeat me, how do you expect to win your quest against something so unknown and mysterious and daunting? You are not worthy.
Okay,
And that's his turn.
you can go.
Alright.
I am.
Yeah, if you... Are you saying that in game?
Yeah.
I am disappointed, but perhaps there are others who could help me.
Yeah,
Turns
the
to walk
team.
away. Yeah, he turns, he walks away.
But it's not my turn to interact.
It would
but,
be Lisa's and then Saren's.
Okay.
He hasn't used his movement yet.
I guess he wants some kind of show.
Actually, no, he would use his movement.
He's walking away.
'Cause he still
Yeah,
has
he said he was
movement.
walking away, so it would provoke opportunity attacks if you guys wanted to take them.
He's on the roof. I'm the only one
Oh,
within 5 feet.
sorry, you're on the roof, but
Yeah.
you're down,
I'm
and
down.
you're the only one close by, right?
Because I'm in the doorway.
Yeah, and he's near.
Oh,
Yeah, so as he's walking to leave, you would get an opportunity attack as he.
I'm just like laying on the
Yeah.
floor
Yeah.
in front of you.
So yeah, I try to shoot him with like the tendrils of ink, and when he downs her, and I swing at him with the ink vial, not even thinking of what I'm doing. But yeah, 16 plus 6,
Oh,
so
yes.
22.
To hit?
You just smash him across the head with the ink vial.
Ew.
D4 plus 3. 1 plus 3. That's 4 damage.
Nice. So, are you just using the ink vial itself?
Yeah, I'm just like shocked into what he did, and I just crank him with the vial. It's just it's actually a dagger attack. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing.
No, but this matters for
Yeah.
reasons I can't explain to you right now.
Oh.
As you do 4 damage to him,
Hold on a second.
cracking him over the head with that vial, you can see. You know you didn't hit him that hard, in relation to what you just saw him do, but you see his head actually moves quite a bit as you kind of lay into him, and you can see some blood starting to come down the side of his face.
Oh.
And he looks at you and he goes,
You are the only one. You are the only one worthy.
What does that mean? Stop speaking in riddles before I start showing you just how worthy I am. Who are you? What are you here to do? You want to test us? To make us ready to help you? This is not the way to do it. Clearly we need help. If you're going to help us, drop your weapons and we'll talk this out.
He reaches into a bag and he pulls out a little rock. And he reaches his hand out to set the rock in your hand if you'll accept it.
Now, he does take an extra d6 necrotic damage from my hex, so he takes 2 more. But yeah, so I'm looking at him as he offers a rock.
Yeah. It's a pebble. He's holding it out.
He's pretty much manhandled the one, so I'm just pretty much going to play along, and
He sets it in your hand, and you see he's going to keep walking away, I think, as he sets it down in your hand.
When you feel they are ready and you need me, then we will talk.
And he walks away, and you look down, and the stone looks very familiar to the stone that the green dragon gave you.
You have an odd way of making friends. Don't do it again.
He's not there anymore.
He was walking.
Oh.
And then he's gone?
Mm-hmm.
He's so cool.
I'm gonna jump down with my blade.
Yeah, so I see a rock, and I just immediately, shit, and I go to carry. And but it's not my turn because she would have to do a death save after Minxie goes.
He's been walking away, and as he left the stone in Calvin's hand, he walked away into what sort of looked like walking into the fog from some of the steam from the pipes and stuff, but I mean, it's not really foggy. He just became a little transparent, it seemed, and just kind of isn't there anymore. Yeah.
I guess I'll just be coming out from hiding, and I'll have my bow and arrow just kind of like ready. I'll be like, what?
Yeah, he's gone.
Alright.
So that's your go?
That's your go?
The Xerics are going to ask Minxie. Do you know who that was?
No, I don't think so.
Victor.
Well,
If it
at
goes
this
back
point,
around, it would be...
she would be going first, as I'm just like holding this rock, and then I'm looking down at her.
So,
I'm okay, one good one.
did you do good for your death save?
Yeah, I got
okay.
13.
And then at that point, I'm going to get down and do a medicine check. I'm a little involved, so I don't really answer your question, as I'm just trying to help bring her
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
shit, yeah.
Wonderful.
So medicine
Yeah,
check
you can
to
just,
try
you
to...
just break a 10.
Me too. I'm gonna check her all over.
You can do aid then if he's gonna give you a hand. You can roll with advantage.
13?
Oh, then yeah, she's good. Yeah, you're back as the light starts to kind of crack through the eyelids opening up. You can see people standing around you.
grab my sword and like look around.
No. It's okay. It's gone. We took care of it.
Oh god, are you okay? Did you hurt?
Oh, I'm fine. Here, come on, get up off the ground.
God.
Hey, you've got a big old dent in your nice new armor.
Oh.
Carrie.
Yeah, the side of your face is pretty dented.
I'll fix it. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that dent was almost in your head there. Here, let me take a look, and I'll kind of
I'm gonna cast mending.
get some
on her.
water on like
Nice.
a rag
Put
and
my hand up with the ruby.
I put my head down.
Yeah, I'm just
Then
gonna.
just pops out.
Nice.
Oh, that did hurt.
Yeah,
What
the
did he
crinkling.
do? I didn't even feel like he went.
He
like,
slapped the
went
shit
through
out
the
of
arm.
He slapped you
I
into
felt like he
tomorrow.
went through the armor.
you. Yeah. That guy doesn't seem like someone to really trifle with.
He was being a twat.
Well,
Like,
yeah. But the good news is, at least, that you didn't die, and it seems like none of us really would have, because what he was doing was testing us. And
Why?
unfortunately, it seems we fell pretty damn low of expectations.
But why was he testing us? He's trying to see if we were good enough to do this quest. We're the only bloody ones doing this thing.
That's what he said to you? He didn't tell me.
I heard that.
I asked him.
really-
I asked him who he was, and then he just said we're not good enough to do this quest.
But like I care. I mean, we're just going to do it anyways.
We are trying our hardest. We're the only ones that are actually doing this.
Are you guys actively looking around your environment
Most likely.
I
because of
would
the
be.
situation, or
Yeah.
okay, who would be actively keeping an eye on the surroundings? Everyone.
I'd be
I
talking to
would
her.
be.
Okay, then
yeah.
anyone who would be, roll a perception check.
If I can while talking.
I mean, you just crack your eyes open. You're probably going to be looking around to try and make heads and tails of things, but I would.
Nope.
Okay.
By the way, Redboard is gold in the
Five.
comments.
Yeah.
A real pen is mightier than the sword while
Nice.
hitting him with the ink.
That was
That's
perfect.
15.
Yeah.
Or perception?
What'd you get, Mark? No, you don't see anything. Minxie, you do notice though. What time would it be? Yeah, the sun's pretty low. You would notice there's a silhouette of something flying off in the distance, headed in the direction that the man was walking away from.
Can I tell that it's a big thing?
Yeah, it looks like a very big thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even though it's in the distance, I can still tell.
Oh yeah, it's a big thing.
Oh, there's a...
I can see a plane fly over my house. It's a big thing.
Okay. There's, like, probably a dragon over there.
Yeah, as she gets your attention,
Yeah.
you look and you see that there is something headed north that's quite big in the sky.
Was that a dragon man?
Can they turn into... Alex never said anything about them turning into people, did she?
There I have heard stories of some who spend entire lives as humans.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Dragons do that. God.
Some
These
do.
people are
That
crazier.
would be so cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well... Yeah, and you know what? That actually checks out, because look at the stone that I was given. It's very similar to the one we've received from the Black Dragon, or the...
Black
yeah.
Yeah, from the Black Dragon before. So perhaps that was a dragon coming to test us? And if he has, well, clearly we haven't impressed him, so he's
But
probably
he gave
dead.
you the stone, so now we can summon
You
him
impressed
when the
him.
time comes?
When the time comes, when he... When I think that we're worthy as a group, then we can call on him.
You got dragon slapped and lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually kind of, like, more badass
Close
than...
to not living.
By the way, I have a large gaping wound here.
Oh god, yes. I will grab onto you and do
Oh, wrong me.
I hate this.
Oh, maybe they can help me.
Slap the other
Catch me
two
up.
and then do lay on hands.
They're not quite that dexterous. They're
No?
more like, I can pick up a bag and walk away with
Oh,
it.
they can't do like
Think of it-
sutures on
And she
myself.
goes, scalpel, scalpel,
Yeah.
gauze, gauze.
Yeah, I mean,
I
think
will
of it
do
like
lay on
mage
hands,
hand. It's
cool.
about...
Yeah, that's how I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like this. It's not going to be surgeon
There are
accurate
systems.
acting on
Well,
you,
depends on my
but
sleight of
no,
hand, I would say.
not for this. This is a mage hand. This is some things I made up.
I
No.
will give
Okay.
you 5 HP.
How?
Lay on hands pool.
Nice. I forgot you could do that.
All right.
A bit better.
So, we might not have to find every dragon that is out there. Some of them are actually interested in us. They must have heard about us from the other...
People
from
must
its
be-
brothers or sisters.
You know that they were
Because
fighting
the
in
Black
the
Dragon
sky.
has communication magic that it passed to us. Maybe they have some telepathic bond since they belong to the original body or something. Or maybe they just
Perhaps.
use these stones between each other. Either way, one of them is not going to be convinced the same way the Black Dragon was. We're going to actually have to show it a measure of our strength and overpower it down the line.
Overpower a dragon.
If we can.
All of us can save it for last, maybe gather our strengths, practice our skills.
If we can go and get this green dragon, I feel like that'd be a show of strength.
Well,
Depends
we've
what we
already
have to do
befriended the
there.
Black Dragon, but we didn't overpower it. We simply made a bargain with it. This one
Yeah.
doesn't care for bargaining. It wants us to prove our worthiness through a show of arms, a show of strength.
Should we follow it then? Find out where it goes and really kick its ass, and then maybe he'll work for us?
Following it wouldn't accomplish what we want because it just
Yeah.
beat us. It's
why the
not impressed,
green
and I don't think we
dragon-
can take it
Well,
on.
if we get the drop on him next time, maybe perhaps we can change the outcome.
I don't think if we beat it by ambushing it, it will consider that as its challenge fulfilled. It'll see us as having overcome it through cunning, yes, but not through sheer strength of arms.
Not everything is through strength of arms. Cunning,
Yes,
is
but-
fine. Especially to a dragon, they might appreciate that.
Perhaps. I would rather not gamble on it, though.
Well,
Fighting a dragon is taking quite a gamble.
Yes. As we've seen, we might want to go and deal with a dragon that can actually be bargained with, rather than one that we actually have to overcome. And save that one for down the line as we gather more allies, more wealth with which to purchase better equipment and items like we've gone here. There are more friends from more pages coming in who are bringing strange technologies and magics unheard of in our world. Maybe we can use some of these to eventually make that dragon respect us.
Do you know of any special things they have in the elven towns? I'm sure once we save them, they'll give us tons of things.
Well, the part of me that says that the elves are extremely wealthy and happen to collect a great many powerful artifacts, I imagine they're using them against that green dragon right about now. And if they couldn't use them to actually defeat the green dragon, I'm not sure what good they'll do. But maybe if they're in our hands, in the hands of the right people, we can make better use of it than the elves have. They haven't been attacked for some time, so perhaps they've gone complacent with their warriors, whereas we have been slogging through this world and fighting some interesting things.
I just can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, we got straight up smackdown.
In the middle of the street.
During your dinner.
Oh, yeah. They're still warm, though, I think. Hold on. And I'll go into the shop, and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, there's no one behind the counter anymore. It's just like the door to the back room has been closed and locked.
So I'll grab those.
Yeah, they're
and
still
I'll
sitting there, yeah.
also reach into some, like, refrigerated section, and I'll put, like, a cold cheesecake puck on her head and be like, there you go.
Yeah.
Just, I'll, like, smush it on. Go, you don't even need to put your hand on that. It'll stay. You have a palate.
Smearing cold cheese all over. She's a bagel.
Like a cheesecake. But yeah, so she's got a cold compress that sticks itself.
I'm gonna go and sit on the front of the carriage and eat my little pellet and just sit there
Yep,
and
yep.
rest my head.
Yeah, puppy comes up
Minxie,
beside you and sits
you're
there.
all right.
Aww. Oh,
I
snuggle
am perfectly
puppy.
fine. Yes.
Not even startled.
Not really.
Wow. Pretty tough.
That I am.
What do you think we should do?
I don't really get your whole quest here. This is all really weird.
We have to make a bargain with 4 dragons to work together to, I think, open a portal to perhaps another place where some god author is being trapped. So, at this point, we know there is a green dragon back on the island, and we know about this one who went that way, and he needs a feat of strength, apparently, to be appeased. What do you think we should do?
I feel like that's really up to you because you know a lot more of what's going on than I do.
No opinions.
No.
That is disappointing. Well, we could go back to that island and fight 1,000 crabs until we power ourselves up a little bit. Go for a grind.
I
Come
don't
back.
think practicing our moves on unsuspecting crabs is going to give us that know-how, that killer edge.
No,
Yes,
one XP.
I will agree with Victor on that.
What's that?
I said I will agree with Victor on that. That idea is silly.
I think
There
we're
is
getting
a
better
whole-
because we're struggling and we're having to dig deeper and we're going to have to we have to adapt.
I know you.
That's what I've been doing this whole time, is whenever I find a weakness in my previous performance and I don't want it to happen again because people are on the line and sometimes our strength has allowed people around us to get hurt. You would know that. So I'm trying to be better. So that's how I think it works,
Yeah.
really. I don't think killing crabs with the same old inky shot is going to do it.
You
It
are
was a joke.
wonderful.
Thanks.
You proved yourself, but
Damn it!
Breaking through the facade.
I just closed the box with the pellets and turned it to the carriage.
Oh, also Minxie. This doesn't make sense to the people at home, but she has a real backstory from another campaign. If you use that ring in battle, make sure you mention it, because that's how you get the pluses to some of the things, remember?
Okay.
And then they'll see it happen and stuff, but just so you know. Okay. But anyways, yes.
All right,
So you guys had that conversation and all that good stuff.
let's get on the carriage. Let's get back to the ship. Let's head back to...
The green dragon, because
the
that
green
makes more
dragon.
sense, because the red
Plus
dragon just
there's-
whooped your asses, right? Is
Plus
that what
I'm
just
gonna-
happened?
Well,
We're
you
not
are included
ready.
in our group now, so it kind of whooped
I'm good.
all our asses.
Well, I mean,
At least it
really,
was a
did,
friendly
it did
whooping.
not touch me, so I'm fine.
I'm gonna
like
pull
me.
you onto the front of the carriage and just be like, well, luckily, Minxie isn't an elf because they are being slowly eaten apparently over there.
Eaten, I thought they were being toyed with.
Well, probably toyed with now, but eventually he's probably gonna eat them.
So
Probably having
Oh,
fun with them now. It's
crap.
like a bit of a.
I thought it kept
know
them...
we
Oh,
forgot.
I thought they were as pets or something. I didn't
No.
hear the part about them being eaten.
Oh god.
We need to go
now.
Oh
You
no,
want to
I didn't
hurry?
tell you.
I don't remember
Well, I
saying
was
that.
always kind of in a hurry.
Let's go.
They do like elves, though. if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Alex said that they like.
It's their favorite food.
Yeah, favorite food.
Oh,
But
I
didn't
thought it was
really-
their favorite prisoner to like
No.
torture and mess around with.
Both
No,
of those
so
things.
Oh.
yes. So instead of some dragons collect wealth and treasure, this particular type of dragon actually really likes living things. It collects pets that are below him, basically.
Especially elves because they're like the highest.
Yeah.
It
The
does.
rest
It does
of
like
the-
to munch on elves once in a while.
All right. Well, let's get a move on. Yeah. Cool.
Her, her.
Nice. So yeah, you guys
To the ship.
start working your way back towards the ship, and yeah,
To a
it's-
group of victors.
Oh god.
nice.
That'd be so fun.
Now this was about 10 hours worth of travel on land, and then you guys spent your time doing what you were doing, meeting Neumann, shop and stuff. Got about 10 hours back as well. So you're looking at about 22, 23 hours of being awake. Do you guys want to grab a nap before you get there, or just push right through to the ship and sleep when you go on the
With
ship?
the remaining gold, after we
The
bought
gold?
the pellets,
Yeah.
we can spend that on some like cheap room, whatever it'll afford us just to
yeah,
stay.
you can get a larger-ish room with 4 like military-style kind
Nice.
of cots laid
Cool.
on it. Very straightforward stuff.
Great.
It's not great, but it works and it includes a meal in
We're
the morning.
sleeping in town?
Seems like-
Let's go. Okay, now we're going to bed.
Well,
I'd like
If you guys
had
can
to
sleep
rush
on the boat, but
so
not
that we could get a
boats, but
full restful
cart.
sleep.
Yeah.
But you gotta sleep.
Let's sleep in the boat.
You would have to ride another 10 hours. The horses will die halfway through, and then you'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Or
We have
jog.
mending.
Mend a horse. It's a
She can
living.
heal the
It's
horses.
been like
it'll be
3 of them
fine.
napping for a couple hours while you
Yeah,
guys
but they'll
dicked
get
around. That's about it. Other than
exhausted.
that, they're pretty tired.
Yeah.
But
There's a certain degree of mental and spiritual exhaustion on a creature. She can re-knit the flesh, but it doesn't make it less exhausting.
and as you guys are in the street having this conversation,
Yeah.
Oh.
How about that?
as you duck
How
out
about
of the
that
way,
thing?
All right,
what
fine.
the hell?
I'm gonna
was
jump on that thing. I'm going to push
Make-
Grand Theft Auto style that.
make a grapple check against the moving car.
Oh, not me. Against the moving No, not me.
No, your instinct was to do it, and it's moving quick. I want you to make a check, see if you grabbed it.
Oh god. I have got
So,
my on
instead, as I see it coming by, could I park myself in front of it and just have my sword up?
Oh, you just
Stop!
tend to get hit.
Okay, I will let you do a perception check to see how quickly you notice it. Because these things are all around you, and if you're going to jump in front of a moving one and say, stop, I want to see if you notice it in time, because you're making a pretty quick decision. This thing's moving quick.
They're not piloted by people.
Yeah.
They're,
I'm
yeah, it's gonna smack you right in the face.
when he has that idea. After this happens, I'll just want to say something and ask
That's at
something.
18.
So you notice it in time to stand in front of it with a lot of space. So it's not last second. So yeah, as you stand in front of it and you draw your weapon, it takes a second, but it does eventually stop.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does stop.
All right. Well, there's no one in it.
No, there's someone in it.
We need this.
See this little crank thing going on, and the window comes down, sticks his head out, and the guy goes, what do you need? You'll need this thing here.
Yeah, this carriage of yours, the fate of the universe depends on it.
Yeah, okay. Hey, get out of the road. Get out of
If he looks like he's gonna attack,
I'm going to
I'm gonna.
have my hand just start as this big fireball starts
God.
to form in it. You want to get out now?
I am gonna go to him and like try and stop him.
Yeah, you can see that the door opens. The guy's got his hands up. He walks in. Goes, look, I don't want to. I don't know.
Can I roll intimidation?
Yep.
I jump in the car and take the wheel.
Perfect.
Oh
We'll pay you
no!
back.
She's Sarah in
Seriously.
this campaign.
That's kind of cock. Yeah, just really
She's
good.
just like.
That's no better. 10.
I would say he would still be out of the car at this point with his hands up. You have a ball of fire in your hand. He's concerned. That definitely would give you aid, almost, I would
That's
say.
reason why he's choice.
Yeah. And you're, as he's got the door open and he's stepped out, you're going to take the opportunity to get in the car?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all getting in. Get in. We're going.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, Victor.
So as you hijack, he goes, hey, wait a minute! What are you guys doing? Are you all climbing in as
I'm
well?
gonna-
I'm
Is there a
gonna
steering wheel
start
there?
hitting the horses, getting
Okay.
them to follow.
Okay.
What do you, wait, what do you press? How do you get this thing to go?
He points down at the bottom. You can see there's like some things for your feet.
Whoa!
I wish he was joking when he says the fate of the universe depends on it. You know the same thing that brought a chunk of your city here randomly? Yeah, that's going to keep happening until reality can't sustain itself anymore and everything devolves into meaningless chaos. So, we are going to have to borrow this. Please tell us how to operate this vehicle. We'll pay you back. We've got a whole bunch of horses. You can actually sell it to some guy who has a thing for live horses.
He looks over at the horses. He goes, so like a trade?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So the feet there. He points out the pedals.
We're just leaving it. Okay,
That's
I'll grab Poppy and jump in.
Let's not go. And this is move the side to side.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I'll give him the reins to the horse.
Oh,
He didn't tell us what this
Jump in.
thing is for.
What is that?
Oh, the thing. That's going to leave its thing where it is, and then the other one up there, that's the one to make the things work. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so go forward, go backwards, stay where it is. Does that make sense?
We will figure it out. Thank you.
Okay.
What does it eat?
Bye.
No, it's a guess. It's a guess.
What?
Guess.
Okay, you've been super accommodating with this whole crazy debacle so far. Mind driving us to a gas station so we can top up? I mean, we're giving you like a lot of living horses.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Do you care for a pellet?
Oh, thank you.
Come on. Guys, what is going on?
Not grab that down.
So he pushes you over, he gets in, there's a bench in the front and a bench in the back. You guys are kind of cramped. Really tight like a clown car. And he pulls into somewhere where you can see again there's this big sign on lights, but instead of having a sword and a hammer crossing a shield, this one's a little bit different. It just has a dot that's filled in with black and a little shine mark in it, and it's glowing in the background of this matte black panel, and it's a gas station. Yeah, he pulls in and there's a pump there. He puts in some coins,
Show
and
the
you
fine
can
lady how to feed the animal.
yeah, he
thing.
pushes a little button in the hose and
I'm just going to look at, fill up a little vial. What is this magic juice?
I would not drink
I
it.
would, yeah, it's not a good idea. It's gonna cause you die. Don't drink it.
Oh, it's a poison.
It could be, if it's not meant to be consumed. Don't drink it.
Oh, all right.
Nice, I'll just keep a vial of that.
Okay. And you
A bunch of us are lining up with vials. They're like, oh, what? Ooh, some gasoline.
Yes. It smells
It
weird.
smells cool.
I wouldn't smell for too long.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and he closes his little hatch, puts it back, and he gets in the vehicle and starts moving forward again.
Since we don't have to spend the night at a hotel because one of us can operate the metal thing and the rest of us can sleep, the leftover money here. This will cover some of it if the horses.
Thank you. It's so good. Thank you.
Yeah.
He puts it away. Okay, so can you drop me off at the horses? Because
We'll go back to them.
Yeah, and we can get used to driving. All right, Minxie.
Well, no, you drive. I'll sit and you watch. Watch you drive. So make sure you drive okay. And then when I get back to the horses,
Awesome.
you let me go. Okay.
We'll see if you pass
Okay.
his test at the end of it, and if you can properly operate this vehicle.
Oh god, it's not going to be a week.
I'm not a ship captain. I don't know. So
Can you parallel park?
We're not doing that. We're not
fail.
No.
Just the basics.
Yeah.
So you eventually
Just
drop
gotta
him
go
back.
forward.
And back.
Eventually getting there. And
Whoa!
yeah, you let him out. And he goes,
So fast.
okay, have a good time, I
I
guess.
make sure I've got
Thank
everything
you.
off the carriage and stuff. And
So go to horse. Yeah, you can see how the patting the horse down as you guys are all kind of crammed in the car. A little more space now.
Nice. Look,
Right.
it has GPS.
No, it doesn't.
It is a gas-propelled system. It is a GPS.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay, Redhorn. Or Redthorn. That's right. So, as you guys start to make your way, and it's moving pretty quick, you do notice that it feels pretty uncomfortable once you start to get off the road.
Yeah.
It's not doing too well on some of the softer mud and stuff. It gets a little stuck occasionally. There's not really a proper line straight to the boat that's really been traveled. It's some rough terrain. I will say eventually you guys can get there, but you do realize, unfortunately, you're a little shy of the distance that you need to get there before it starts to
I think we must combine our magic juices.
put them into the...
Where did he put it?
there's
Here you go. It went in this thing.
Is there some kind of spell?
I mean, it maybe it's
Not it.
this is the material component,
Correct.
and the somatic component is to tilt the
Sense.
thing down the funnel.
And I'm looking at his arm a lot when he was doing it. Maybe you have to do that, like.
Yes. And he was holding it thusly, so pour it in this way.
D&D characters freaking out a car. Yeah, so as you guys start to dump your stuff back in there again, you watched him a couple of times, especially on the way back when he was instructing whoever was driving, turn the ignition, the pedals and stuff, and it
Carrie,
rolls
could
over.
you say a prayer?
Oh yeah, I do like a little prayer.
Lay on hands.
Yeah,
And as you turn it over,
It's worked!
and you guys get another half
has
an hour or so.
awakened.
Yeah, you guys get another half an hour to an hour worth of driving, just enough to get you to the shore. As you see, sure enough, there's your boat. Parked right where you left it. Yeah.
I was wrong before. These are great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, you served us well. And I'll just like pat the shell
Should we
of the
like
beast.
try to bring it on the ship?
If
we can try.
If we can.
Yeah, I don't. We don't
How
have like
heavy?
a crane or anything.
Not as much as a car, roughly.
No.
Does somebody have like a fly spell or something?
I think we have to abandon it here.
I'm
Besides, we
gonna-
don't have
I
any
don't
more of
know.
its
I mean,
of its
I
On
don't-
juice.
you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know
Yeah,
you
so-
can do flying stuff with your
anything with
wings, and you know that's improved somehow, but that's about as
Levitate.
much as you know.
Oh.
But during the 10-hour drive, I imagine, like, while Minxie was driving, at some point, if I ever catch her eyes drooping, I'll be like, pull over and here, go rest in the back.
Yeah,
And
take
I'll
it, yeah.
take over and kind of
It's a long
drive
road trip.
it so that we can kind of swap out so people can get their rest.
How long is the
Good.
drive?
It's like 10
It's about
hour
10
drive.
hours.
Okay.
Shall we
So,
do like a sing?
If you guys are doing it,
Like a,
Naps along the way?
yeah, you totally
We're
can because
driving
you guys
at
are
night,
taking
eh?
shifts. Essentially,
Yeah.
you 100% can get some rest in.
How'd that
Perfect.
go? Good.
It was an untraveled path with no road through the middle of nowhere to a city that no one knows exists.
I saw a
Pretty
bunch of
quiet.
Knoll Raiders, but I just pressed on that pedal harder and it just went away.
I hit
I'm pretty
6
sure
of
I
them.
hit one of them.
Yeah, that was that bumper.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you guys arrive at the boat,
Pinky.
and there's a rope ladder there now. There's no dock or there's no boat plank rather because that was left behind. Yeah.
All right,
So,
everyone in.
at least we can actually dock in nearer to the city this time.
Yeah.
We know that they're not going to be attacking. a
Yeah, you
pirate
could
ship.
see that the Benelefant docking area for the shipping company, it looked like some of that was covered in vines, but there's definitely a few proper...
It's enough for us. to
Yeah, there's a
get
few
there,
missing
yeah.
ships there and some empty spots. You could definitely pull in and actually
Perfect.
Right,
get yourself
Can we
tied up.
pull up the vehicle into those bushes over there?
Oh yes.
Maybe,
I'm sure we
can
could
find
push
it
it.
later.
Yeah.
You can
cover
push it.
up.
It's dead.
Yeah.
You guys, the only reason you guys made it 10 hours is because you guys grabbed some gas.
Go hide it in the bushes nearby.
Yeah, you can roll it into the bushes.
I will look in the back though and just be like, was this man carrying anything with him? I mean, we do in our
Oh,
carriages,
yeah,
so
did he?
maybe he has some of that weird and wonderful
Actually,
technology.
you know what? He does have some stuff in the back. It's not really anything fancy. It's literally just a bag of groceries. Looks like he was out
That's
shopping
better.
at some of the markets and doing some
Gotta bring it
picking up
onto
some
the
stuff.
ship.
That
Thank
was
you
it.
for the meal, kind sir.
Yeah. Cool. And you guys are back on your ship and hitting the water?
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, as you guys make your way on the water, we can kind of fast through this part unless you guys need to do anything while you're on the ship. We'll say you guys reach the dock. Cool. So yeah, as you guys approach the dock,
Let's
it's
see.
been a while now on the water. You guys have, I'm sure, slept again since you've been
Yeah.
there. It's been a while. You
Long
get yourself
rest for
back. Yeah, there you go.
everyone.
Long rest, and you guys get yourselves parked, anchored, and make your way off of the dock.
Perfect.
Now, it's been about an hour in. We can pause now, or we can at least get through the dragon portion. How you guys feeling? It's a little late. What do you guys want to do? It's up to you.
Why don't you describe like
Yeah.
we get to the dragon?
You're either going to arrive at the docks, and we'll stop there, or we'll press on until you guys actually have your interaction with the dragon.
Nah, you know what?
Next time.
Oh.
Yeah. We pull into the dock, seeing like the massive hedges of its domain in the distance, and
So the
partly
craziness
going
and
through
like
the city
half
streets.
the city being covered
Yeah,
in
yeah,
lines.
as you guys pull into the docks, you see about half of the docks are just reaching sort of the cusp of where the edge of the vines and the thorns and thickets and stuff are, as there's no way to get off of the dock and actually hit land. There are a few docks that are empty that you can park in that just have enough free space to get to land until you hit thickets.
Well,
And that's kind of where you
yeah,
guys
there.
stop. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And that's where we're going to call it for today. So we'll dog ear this page for now, but we'll come back next week with... I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to find out anyway. So join us next week, and we
Stick
will...
around.
Oh, and remember, there are no small stories if you have a big enough imagination. Until next week, everyone, thanks for joining us. From
Thanks so
Grimm's and the
much.
crew. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.